That's another conspiracy. I think Big Mac sauce
My
has...
knee?
No. I think Big Mac sauce has crack in it.
Really?
What? Greetings, creatures. I'm Rachelle.
I'm Kalie.
And I'm Blake.
And we are Paranoia Percentage. We're just three girls who are a little anxious about our world.
And if you don't know what we do here,
We are fascinated by cryptids, conspiracy theories, and everything weird.
Everything.
I'm back!
woo, it's been a while.
It's been a little while,
It has
yeah.
been a little while.
Do you want to say anything about the name change?
Yeah, pretty much. In case you guys didn't notice by the intro, I am changing my name from Bree to Blake. I'm pretty much doing that just because I've never felt comfortable with my birth name, and so I'm starting to allow myself to be entirely comfortable with all of myself. So I think that's just one of the many changes that I'm going to be making.
And we're very proud of her.
Thanks. I cried. I definitely cried the first time that, like, everybody called me Blake. Like, every single time somebody called me Blake for the first time, I cried. Like,
Yeah, we were in the kitchen and you're just drinking your wine, just like...
crying. Yeah, I just moved into a new house, and whenever I first moved into my house, they came over, and as well as a couple of my other friends, and we were making dinner in the kitchen, and I was drinking wine, and everybody was like, "Yeah, hey Blake," and I'm like, I just started crying.
Because we all love and support you.
Yeah,
And
it
love
makes
and
me
support
feel-
from people who love you feels really good.
True. It's incredibly validating to know that, like, I have so much support, like, coming from my friends and family. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much, I'm gonna be going by Blake from now on. So if you talk to me or talk about me, my name is Blake. Do not call me by my other name.
If you message us on Facebook requesting particular episodes about particular topics, Blake.
Me.
So shall we begin?
Yeah, let's do it.
Tell the folks what we're talking about today.
Today, we're going to be talking about the theory that Mattress Firm is a money laundering front.
You know, the store that's literally everywhere.
It really is.
I have never actually, like, driven through a town that has, like, a population of at least 1,000 people that does not have a Mattress Firm.
Yeah.
Ooh, we'll get into that. There are so many, even after they shut a whole bunch down.
Yeah.
Which we'll talk about.
I think for me, like, I used to work next door to a Mattress Firm, and I never saw a single customer in that building.
Yeah.
Not once.
Right, because people get mattresses, every 7 to 10 years or something?
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Yeah. One mattress every 7 to 10 years. And I can guarantee you that I had the same mattress from the time I was, like, 4 to the time I was, like, 16. So people don't normally go by that 7 to 10 year mark.
No.
And it's expensive. It's so ridiculously expensive.
Have you gone into a Mattress Firm before? Have you seen the prices on those beds?
I have
Literally
never
no.
gone into one. It's kind of intimidating to go into a completely empty store.
I bought my
They
mattress
are-
online.
Honestly, that's true.
A lot of
They're
people are
very
doing that now. Our generation in particular are doing
Yeah.
that.
I bought
the
my
bed in the
mattress
box.
online.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are, especially, younger people are doing the bed in the box
And
now.
mine's a 12-inch memory foam mattress.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Well, listen, sometimes you gotta be comfortable, okay?
Money laundering,
Mm-hmm.
in case people don't know, is not really washing your money
It is not.
in the laundromat.
Like you would wash your underwear.
Oh, I've been doing money laundering all wrong.
I think you have. I know. I feel like every time I go to your place, you're always washing your money, and I was always wondering what that was.
It's money laundering.
She's money laundering.
No, I'm actually just turning the 20s into hundreds. No, I'm not doing that.
Teach me your ways.
I'm not doing that. That is entirely illegal.
No, money laundering is like, okay, if you've ever seen Breaking Bad,
Nope.
I have not.
okay, this
I'm sure
won't
most
land.
of our watchers have.
If you've seen Breaking Bad, I'm not going to give it any spoilers or anything, but he kind of does this by buying a car wash. You buy a company and you start running it like a regular business, because whatever influx of money that you have coming in from whether it's drugs or human trafficking or anything like that, you don't want the bank to become aware of that influx of money because that's dirty money. Hence the whole laundering thing. You clean it up.
Dirty money.
It's dirty money. It's
laundering the money.
Yucky
that
money.
Is dirty.
You get it?
Muddy
this
money.
Is horrible.
I'm
And-
leaving. Turns out I'm quitting the podcast.
You slowly leak that money out through the business, just little by little, so that the bank thinks that it's coming from your sales of the business. So that is what a lot of people think that Mattress Firm is doing. And the reason why there are so many stores, which we'll talk about that, might be because they're trying to find more outlets to start leaking that dirty money that they're laundering.
Too much money and not enough washing machine.
If you have lots of washing machines,
You have more clean money.
yeah, you have more.
You know, I always prefer my money to be clean. But if it does end up coming from an unclean place, then sometimes that's just what happens.
Or you just pull it out from your bra.
Did you know that
Yeah,
they
big money.
say that every dollar bill that you get has at least come in contact with a stripper once?
That's probably
I
true.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah.
And you know what? Good.
That's what I want in my money.
That's what I want in my money. I want a beautiful lady's booby sweat.
Yeah, we're not going to profession shame at all.
No. Sex work is real work.
Makes good money too.
Does make good money.
I,
But
I don't know.
let's get back to
Back
the
on
point.
topic.
So this theory was originally proposed, or well, it might have been proposed before that, but as far back as we found it, especially because it went viral
Certainly
after
the
this,
thing that made it famous.
Yes,
is the
there
Reddit
was
post,
a
yeah.
Reddit post, which Blake will take over.
Yeah. So, basically, in January of 2018, there was a Reddit post that was made that says, Mattress Firm taking out expletives. Mattress Firm is some sort of giant money laundering scheme. They are everywhere and always empty. I remember seeing 4 mattress firms all on each corner of an intersection once. There is no way there is such a demand for mattresses. Edit. A few people seem confused. I'm talking about multiple of the same mattress store, all in close proximity to each other, not different mattress companies. Like, if there were 4 different companies all next to each other, I get that. But these are the same company. Edit 3, rule 4 for the link, sorry boys.
What?
I don't know what that last part means.
Rule 4 for the link. There's basically, like, rules on Reddit, and, like, you just basically go through the rules, and they give you different links for things.
I've never used Reddit in my entire life.
Yeah.
I'm trying to use Reddit now. I'm
Yeah,
kind
we
of learning.
we have a Reddit. Paranoia Percentage
Yeah.
has its own Reddit.
And we have one
Kalie
of the old
runs
farts running it who doesn't know what she's doing. I post a lot of rat pictures. Follow us.
I mostly stick to the Facebook and the actual like podcast itself that's like on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, Stitcher.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're on a bunch of stuff.
YouTube and Reddit is my deal, and you do the Facebook thing. Cause
And then I do a bunch of the other social medias.
Yeah,
Tumblr,
you run
Instagram.
I was gonna say you run our Instagram. We have a Tumblr.
Yeah, we have a Tumblr.
We have a Tumblr.
Yeah, I'll show you the formatting to it.
Okay.
I just really need to update it.
Heck yeah, I'm in.
yeah.
But so anyway, getting back to it. So basically, that post was made, and then it was pretty shortly after that taken down. Don't know the exact date that it was taken down, but it was taken down.
Yeah, it was very quickly removed.
Yeah, it was pretty
Which is
quickly removed.
suspicious.
But
they don't want us to know.
that didn't stop a bunch of other people from creating a new Mattress Firm conspiracy theory thread. So there was one person at Evil Genius, evil with a B.
Great spelling job.
I've noticed
I
that.
thought you were just saying it weird.
Dr. Evil.
But it said, basically, I've noticed that as well. If you actually pay attention, you start seeing them everywhere, even in the most random places. My dad's theory is that it's some kind of franchise real estate ploy. Mattresses cost a lot, so it doesn't take many sales to meet the expenses. And if they can find cheap business space, they can run one even if it doesn't make all that much profit. Not a great idea if you only have one, but if you have 50 of them in an area that has a residential growth boom, it can start racking up a huge profit. Mm-hmm. And then there was another person who replied to that and said, I'm so sorry if I butcher your name if you ever end up watching or listening to this. Smokeweed? SMOQUEED.
Can I see?
Yeah, go ahead. Smokeweed?
It's probably meant to be smokeweed.
I
Smokeweed!
think it's smokeweed.
It's smokeweed.
It's smokeweed.
How did I not know?
Props,
okay.
dude.
Okay.
Good job. I love it.
My mind. Anyway, this is exactly right. A year or so ago, my friend had an interview for a mid/upper level position for Mattress Firm, and they confirmed that this was their business plan. Super long-term real estate speculation, build a generic business space, occupy and sell out of it for a few years, then sell when the area has experienced a considerable growth. Look at where it's happening. Eagle Road, State/Gary. And I know that there are at least 2 more locations with 2 stores next to each other. So there's just a bunch more on the same thread about different people's like theories on it and everything. I think that they're really, really interesting. If you guys want to go check out that thread, it's posted in r/Boise. So I'm guessing that the Eagle Road is in Lake Boise, Idaho.
Wait, is this a thread that is separate from the one that got removed?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The one that got removed got completely removed. Like, the whole thread was deleted.
Oh, okay. It wasn't, like, archived or anything.
Yeah, but there's, like, a few more of them that, like, are connected through Reddit.
That's definitely a very interesting theory, like,
yeah.
For lack of a better word. Like,
and, I mean, it kind of does make sense for reasons that we'll get into later. Like, with the, like, in-house real estate brokers.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that kind of does make sense, and especially because that smokeweed person,
greatest name ever.
They said that it was true, that their friend confirmed it, so, I mean, maybe that's what this is. Let's actually talk about the lawsuit. This is actually a really good segue. The real estate theory might be a genuine theory, because in either 2018 or 2019 of October, and, basically, it filed a lawsuit against 2 of its former the Mattress Firm, like the entire company, filed the lawsuit against 2 former in-house real estate executives, an external broker, and a group of developers. And basically, they were accusing them of, like, sabotaging the business in some sort of way by, like, pretty much, what they officially said was conspiring to make Mattress Firm expand, open stores in expensive locations, and sign leases above market rates. So basically, it was accusing them of, like...
Okay, but that doesn't make any... Like, they're saying that would be a reason that they might have a lot of stores in the same vicinity, is because... Oh, like, and they only did this lawsuit after the theory got huge. And now they're saying, okay, we expanded because people wanted us to expand, and that was a conspiracy to make us expand.
Except we know that that's not why they expanded, because the reason there are so many mattress firms, at least the official reason there are so many mattress firms nearby to each other, is because Mattress Firm would buy out other mattress companies, and if the store happened to be across the street from a Mattress Firm store, well, so be it. There's 2 Mattress Firm stores right there.
Right, so we're getting 2 different stories from them as to
Which the other story sounds way more plausible, in my opinion. But
so, you know, one reason is, we wanted to do that because we wanted to buy out all of the other mattress
Which makes sense.
companies.
That's a good business plan.
Basically, Mattress Firm was alleging in the lawsuit that the 2 former employees were receiving bribes, pretty much, like bribes and kickbacks, from the broker and the developers in exchange for business to finally enrich themselves at the company's expense. So pretty much they were doing it for personal purposes. It described the arrangement as a nationwide bribery, kickback, and fraud.
I will note, too, on top of that, there was another statement by one of the former CEOs that he was saying the reason why that there were so many in such a close vicinity was because he wanted Mattress Firm to be basically the only choice and always go on people's minds, and that's the place that they go because that's the only place that they see around.
Yeah, it's a monopoly. He wants a monopoly.
Monopoly, but also the way he worded it was very much like advertising.
Yeah.
Okay, so why not just pay for advertising than having, like, what is the cost of having those employees in the store to keep the lights on, to lease the space?
Well, I mean, they only
kills
have
me-
like one employee in the store at a time, I think.
Yeah.
But still, that's a
What
lot of
kills-
extra employees that you don't need.
What kills me a lot is the exact wording of the quote, because it literally says, "Our convenient locations in highly trafficked areas keep us top of mind when it's time to buy a mattress." Convenient? Dude, there's more than one. Like, why do you need more than one in less than a mile span?
Yeah, Houston, before they shut down a bunch of places, Houston had, 10 in a 10-mile radius?
They shut down about 700 stores back in 2018.
900. They planned on shutting down 700, and then they ended up shutting down 900.
That's awesome, though.
A lot of stores.
But
There's still a ton. When you
there's
start with
still a ton of
3,500
stores.
and close 900, you're still left with 2,600 stores. As it is, even now, I went on Google
That's more
Maps
than
and I
Walmart.
counted. Yeah, I'm not positive about.
I
Walmart.
feel like that's more than Walmart. Hang on.
But
I
went to-
a lot of Walmarts.
I went to Google Maps and I went to the St. Louis map and I counted 18 Mattress Firms in St. Louis.
Good Lord.
Yep, and that's after they closed a bunch of stores.
Oh, okay. So as of
18.
January
In St.
as
Louis.
of January 31st, 2020, there were 4,756 stores of Walmart.
Okay, so it's
So definitely more.
Walmart, yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
God, it feels like there should be more. There's a Walmart in every single town, pretty much.
So
As
think
of 2020, Walmart had a total of 11,501 stores throughout the world.
Well, just in the U.S., it's 4,000 something, and so Mattress Firm has over half of what Walmart has currently, and used to have before they shut down those stores. Used to have almost as many as Walmart. So picture how prevalent Walmart is, and Mattress Firm is not that far behind.
Yeah, that's insane.
That is insane.
Because
For a mattress company.
I know for a fact that I have never stepped foot into a Mattress Firm.
Me either.
But you go to
But
Walmart.
I
all
go
the
to
time.
Walmart on an almost daily basis. Like,
Although Walmart's kind of canceled right now, so
oh, is it?
yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
have to talk about that later.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think it's very
we
strange.
shop locally and don't shop at Walmart at all.
Totally.
I do try to shop locally if possible.
I do try to.
Around here, though, there's nothing.
It's a little bit harder around here. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
If we were in a bigger city, it'd be a lot easier.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. And another way I think that they got so many, well, definitely a way that they got so many stores is because they just kept out buying the chains. And like, there was another chain called Sleepy's that they bought in 2015. And by that point, they controlled more than 25% of mattress stores in the country. Wow. Yeah.
Jeez.
More than 25% of mattress sales was controlled by Mattress Firm.
That's a lot.
Nuts.
Yeah, but there was somebody who said that they may have gotten in over their heads. Seth Masham, who works for Wedbush, which is an investment firm, who apparently spends a lot of time talking to people in the mattress industry, basically said their stated premise strategy is called relative market share. So they want to be a leading market share player in any given local market, so that they can drive economies of scale in advertising as well as distribution. So basically, they want to be the only mattress firm in the local vicinity. They're essentially trying to be your first choice when you're buying a mattress by being your only choice.
I get that that's probably not illegal, but that's so shady.
Yeah, it definitely is. Over the last 10 years, they've been buying out regional chain after regional chain of mattress sellers. But Basham says it doesn't cost much money to keep the lights on and pay staff. After the chain bought Sleepy's in 2015, they controlled more than 25%. And their results have been what I might call an unmitigated disaster since they acquired Sleepy's. Mattress Firm is, and then like that's whenever it goes into like the Mattress Firm suing the real estate brokers and everything.
There was a lawsuit between Mattress Firm and Tempur-Pedic, wasn't it? That they were selling a mattress that was like the Tempur-Pedic mattress. I don't remember exactly how that. Did you find out anything more on that? I like barely glanced it as I was reading.
Not really. I didn't see a whole lot on it. However, as I was preparing for this, as I was getting ready to come here, I was on YouTube and I got an ad for a Mattress Firm because I was Googling
Researching Mattress Firm. Google knows.
That's
another thing we'll talk about at some
Targeted
point. Google
advertising.
knows.
So I got a targeted advertisement for Mattress Firm, and they were literally selling genuine Tempur-Pedics. So I don't know how the lawsuit turned out back then, but as of right now,
They have
to
an
have
agreement
some
and they
kind of
sell
partnership.
Tempur-Pedic now.
Yeah.
Well, at one point they did not have that agreement, and they were selling something similar, and Tempur-Pedic went nuts, which I don't blame them.
Especially considering they're one of the leading mattress companies, like one of the leading mattress companies in the world.
Yep.
Like, whenever you think mattress, you pretty much automatically think Tempur-Pedic.
Have either of you ever slept on a Tempur-Pedic mattress? Because I have.
No.
Definitely not.
They're incredible.
Well, Mattress Firm currently is the biggest one.
Sponsor us, Tempur-Pedic.
And IKEA is the biggest of furniture, and then Mattress Firm is the biggest of mattresses.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Which there's another IKEA connection. I don't know if we're ready to get into that or not.
What?
IKEA is owned by the same company, Mattress Firm. It's all the Steinhoff.
So really, Mattress Firm is the largest not only in mattresses, but also in furniture.
Well, probably the Steinhoff thing is, which I can talk about that.
Oh, you know what? No, I'm wrong. Mattress Firm is owned by Steinhoff International, which is the second biggest furniture retail company in the world, right after IKEA.
Okay.
My bad. I misread. I'm sorry.
In November of 2011, Mattress Firm filed for a Chapter 11 bankruptcy and closed about 900 stores ultimately. Like I said, they were originally going to close 700, but they closed 900. This is very soon, obviously, after this Reddit post went viral, and a lot of people started talking about the theories. YouTubers started covering it. Shane Dawson covered it. They did this, and they restructured in only 48 days, which is an insanely fast turnaround to close that many stores.
Very fast.
And they, quote, slimmed down to 2,600 stores in the United States, which is still insane. And from doing this bankruptcy, they obtained over $525 million of committed exit financing. So this was definitely a very huge financial benefit to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
No kidding.
So in 48 days, each store had to shut down in 2 months.
Okay.
Each of these 900 stores that they decided were the least performing.
Yeah.
And then they...
Least profitable. Which, that's not a lot of time to shut down a store.
No, it's still not a lot of time.
Okay, so where was I?
Planet Earth. The United States.
No, I'm not there.
Southern Illinois.
I'm not even in my head right now.
Unless we're in the Matrix, in which case...
We're nowhere.
Ooh.
Or are we?
I have another thing to add to the simulation theory thing.
Okay.
Apparently a black hole did a crazy thing that looks a lot like a glitch.
Oh yeah, and also they just proved that manifestation is real.
What?
Manifestation?
NASA just proved that manifestation is real.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by manifestation?
Manifestation is a witchcraft thing. It's basically
where
where
things appear, like
No.
they're like energies created, but not. Okay, what?
No, basically whenever you manifest something in like the witchcraft like religion, like the pagan religion,
Wicca. It's Wicca.
Wicca or pagan, but basically whenever you manifest something in those religions, you're basically willing for it to happen, willing for something to happen.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like praying in the
So
Christian
like the
religion.
power of willpower?
Yeah, it's kind of like praying.
Oh yeah,
in the
I could have
Christian
told you
religion.
that's a real thing.
Yeah, but like NASA just proved it.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like they just proved that it's a real thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I have to look that up.
Yeah, it's insane.
Okay, so the former CEO, Ken Murphy, said that their, quote, convenient locations in highly trafficked areas keep us top of mind when it's time to buy a mattress. But like I was saying before, I feel, I don't know, because I'm not an accountant, it would be a lot cheaper to just buy advertising.
You would think so.
But President and CEO Steve Stagner, which I don't know if he's currently the president and CEO, said, quote, "We know that our unprecedented growth had led to duplicative yes, duplicative
More than one.
more than one store locations in many of our markets.
Duplicates.
Now having completed our operational and financial restructuring, the 48-day restructuring that they did, now having completed our operational and financial restructuring, we have the right store locations to not only better serve our customers, but to also fuel future growth." Sounds like a lot of PR BS to me, but
So that's the newest CEO.
I don't know for sure if he's still the current CEO, but that was who was the CEO right after the restructuring.
So would that be the guy who replaced Marcus Joost? Because we have some tea on him.
Ken Murphy.
Ooh, tell me about him.
So Marcus Joost used to be Steinhoff's CEO. Steinhoff International is the company that owns Mattress Firm, that we mentioned earlier, the second largest retailer. So the company's based in Johannesburg in South Africa, and on December 5th, 2017, Joost completely out of the blue, just like no reasoning given, just resigns his post. There were found to be some financial irregularities that have been kind of swept under the rug.
As of May 28th, John Eck is the current CEO of Mattress Firm.
Awesome.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
The South African police are looking into possible fraud
Yeah.
with Steinhoff International. So this just kind of, maybe lends a little bit of credence to
I have a little bit
money
about
laundering.
that too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. First of all, the Steinhoff International Holdings, that is their now current parent company, and they bought them in 2016 for $3.8 billion, which apparently was twice what Mattress Firm was worth. So why would you do that? Hello? Maybe it's to help cook the books a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah. So after this accounting scandal and fraud, like you were talking about, including they overstated how much money the company made, as well as improperly accounting intercompany loans. Mattress Firm's parent company finally disclosed these accounting irregularities.
This is Steinhoff International, the parent company is
Yes.
Steinhoff.
Even though they had been happening apparently for years since they had been purchased, they only disclosed this after their stock price tanked 62% in just a day in 2017.
Are you calculating in your head?
No, I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. Because you had this look on your face.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm doing all the equations.
I thought you were.
in my
I was gonna
brain.
say I thought you were doing more math.
So
We
basically,
don't like math.
they were holding off on disclosing these. They postponed publishing their full year accounts. The Steinhoff CEO and everybody, they held off on publishing their accounting and everything, and they were forced to after this stock market crash of theirs that they tanked by 62% in a day, and they lost $15 billion of their market value
Good
in a day.
Lord.
In a day.
That's some 1929 depression.
Yeah, $15 billion.
Yeah, that's a
of their value
crash.
gone.
Yeah,
That is a
that's
crash.
huge.
And so after that, then they pretty much were forced into publishing it, and that's when all of a sudden, he resigned, two other people resigned, and they kind of like backed out right as they were publishing that and making it out in the open. And nobody got in trouble for it as far as I'm aware. They kind of just backed out and they were fine. That kind of lends, in my opinion, to the idea that maybe it was a money laundering thing, and that's why they were accounting things, the accounting
I think it's entirely possible.
irregularities.
Yeah.
I think it's I think it's possible too.
Yeah, so, what do you guys think? I think this is pretty much all the info I have. What do you guys?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it's entirely possible. I guess to put a percentage on it, I'd say I'm maybe about 60%.
That it is a money laundering front?
Yeah. Maybe 60, 65.
I'm probably a little lower.
Okay.
Yeah? Why do you think that?
A little bit. Just because I pretty well subscribe to the theory that whenever it comes to huge corporations like that, it's definitely run by a lot of very greedy people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be a money laundering thing, but I think it could also be just they got greedy and they opened up way too many stores in a way too close vicinity.
That's just not a good business model. Like,
no.
whose idea was that?
No.
I think it's kind of like, I think they were trying to do what McDonald's does, where they want to be so close to everybody, and no matter where you're going, you pass the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And that was, I don't know, like, I
Which,
can't
if you're
quote their
selling
actual
food,
thing.
that's not a bad idea. If you're selling mattresses, that's
people
kind of a
don't-
bad idea.
Which people don't buy for at least like 7 to 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, and
I've
people
never
like
bought a
me
mattress in my entire life.
will buy McDonald's every day if you let me, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that hard.
Right?
We're all getting a little bit of that situational poundage
crack.
going on.
That's another conspiracy. I think Big Mac sauce
My
has
knee?
no. I think Big
Your
Mac
knee
sauce
is a
has
conspiracy.
crack in it.
Really?
I think Big Mac sauce has crack in it, and that's why it's so addictive.
Are you
That's fair.
proposing a brand new theory, or did you hear that somewhere?
I've thought that since I was a kid.
Conspiracy theory.
Because it's so addictive.
There's crack.
There's crack
In
in,
the Big
general.
Mac
Okay, well, we know
no,
that
there's
they
just crack.
we
There's
know
crack
there's
in general.
we know that they used to put crack in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but
Used
that
to.
was back when.
Although, there's
was back
still
when
secret
people-
ingredients that they won't tell us.
That was back when crack was just.
They were
That
just
was
kind of
Whenever
like,
that's when everybody was on crack.
That,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
Back in the
I did a
70s.
for
little
the
crack
most
earlier.
part. For the most part, yeah. Well, no, whenever Coca-Cola, whenever they were putting crack in Coca-Cola, like that was whenever crack was just a recreational drug.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they used it as a medication, and Coca-Cola was originally a medication.
That's true.
really?
Yeah, it was.
That part I didn't know.
kinda
So
cool,
it
huh?
was just kind of
It's
like,
insane.
achoo! Oh, I gotta get some of that crack drink. Like,
The crack drink.
I
don't think they called it that.
I also need a crack drink.
Is that why it's called Coca-Cola?
Well,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, Rachelle.
Yes. I love how quickly your face went from. I really hope the camera caught that. I really hope the camera caught the moment of realization. Oh, the logo showed. I'm sorry. It's okay. Please don't count for
We
me.
can always blur it out.
so I don't know how to blur little pieces. I can
just
try.
blur the whole screen.
Just blur. Just the whole video blur. The whole...
Oh, I never gave my percentage.
Oh, what is your percentage?
I think my percentage is probably at like a 40. Like a 40%. So it's
fair.
a conspiracy theory. But do I think that it's definitely a bunch of greedy CEOs that like definitely trying to get more money out of it than it's worth? Yeah. I definitely do think that. I think that
That's fair.
it was definitely that they were trying to get a whole bunch of money out of it, but then it really just ended up turning into a big, big mistake.
I'm kind of with you there. I think that they were doing really shady things, probably very illegal things. They were probably giving loans to each other, buddy stuff, and maybe the loans weren't actually loans. They were probably just gifts, and I think that they were partying it up and having a good time with that money, and they kind of cooked the books, and they apparently weren't very good at it. Especially after, this stock market crash of theirs. And they backed out, and I think that kind of proves to me that they knew they were in the wrong, and they did shady things, but I don't think it's necessarily a money laundering front on a large scale.
like
of
organized crime level.
Yeah, I don't think that there's, drug trafficking or human trafficking behind that. I think it's
I
just,
don't either, really.
You know,
another thing
shady
that we're gonna
people-
have to talk about.
The
The
human
Wayfair human trafficking.
Yeah,
theory.
we will at some
need
point
to talk about
because
that.
that's a lot.
So I think I'm at probably 40% possibility. I don't know, maybe 30, maybe 30%. That
Yeah.
it's
So
money
I'm the
laundering.
gullible one today.
I was right where you are too. Right.
Honestly, I
before all
usually
of
am.
this, I was very sure that it was a money laundering front until we did some research.
Before
and,
actually researching it, yeah.
Finding out about these dudes.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because you guys did more research than I did, obviously, so... I was lazy this month.
I think with a lot of conspiracy theories, what tends to happen is that, like, people believe so wholeheartedly in them until they start doing research on it. And that's the thing, is that... I lied. That's not most conspiracy theories.
Yeah, no, it depends on the theory, because there are things that we've done research on that at first I've been like, there's no way, and then by the end of it I'm like, no, yeah, that's absolutely possible. So I mean, it just depends on the theory.
Yeah. It does.
Because you guys have definitely converted me on some things.
And always do your research. Always question things.
Please do your research before posting things on Facebook.
Well, that's one of the cool things about this particular conspiracy theory thing. You know, when we talk about cryptids and theories and things, a lot of those other channels, they are adamant, this is what the theory is, this is true, and we kind of question that a little bit.
We have to we almost try to disprove it in some ways.
I think a lot of the theories that we present at the end, we're all kind of like, no, probably not.
Yeah. There's a few theories that we've definitely been like, no, this is absolutely the truth. Like, this is absolutely what... Me and Rachelle were gung-ho about one of the episodes that we'll put out eventually. It's the Marilyn Monroe episode. We are gung-ho. We still are gung-ho.
And I'm a little bit less
absolutely
convinced.
100% believe she was murdered.
Yeah, me too. Whereas Kalie's a little bit like, eh.
Whereas I'm gun-ho on the simulation theory, and you guys are very much less convinced.
I mean, I don't know about all that.
I am more convinced just from talking to you and being friends with you and hearing your arguments on it over the duration of our friendship than I ever would have been before.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and hopefully, you know, when we get around to this, and hopefully I can come in prepared and not sound like a crazy person, because it does sound like a very insane theory.
The first time you talked to us about it, and I was just kind of like...
I know, it sounds insane.
I'm
if you bring in all the science behind it, there's some legitimacy to the theory.
Yeah.
And the fact that we literally cannot even we can't disprove it, you know. Which we'll talk about that when we get around to it.
There's a lot that we really can't disprove, though. Like, especially whenever it comes to, like, the state of the world and, like, our actual consciousness, because there's a lot about the human brain that we still don't even know.
So you guys let us know what you think about the Mattress Firm theory, and if we missed anything, we'd love to hear it.
Hit us up on Facebook,
we're
comment,
just
let us know.
People, we're not researchers, so...
we are definitely not professionals. We are definitely not... experts in our field.
My sock came off.
I'm sorry.
Why did you look so sad about it?
Because
you look so sad. Okay, anyway.
Do either of you watch Supernatural?
Yes.
No.
So you know the scene where Sam loses his shoe in the grate and he looks at Dean and he's like, yeah, my shoe came off.
Also, unpopular opinion alert, but Sam is literally one of the best characters in that show.
I'm a Dean girl.
Yeah, well, I'm so sorry that you're attracted to emotionally unavailable men. Anyway. Yeah, have you met me? That doesn't make it okay. Sam is a good boy. You know who he's comparable to? He's a pretty boy. Loki.
I like my man.
That's who Sam is comparable to.
Rugged. I like the lady that's on fire in the first episode, because that's all I've seen.
The mom?
Well, she probably means Jess.
Yo. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It was Sam's girlfriend.
Oh, maybe that was it.
The first episode.
Should we wrap this up?
Yes, we should.
Well, thank you.
Otherwise, we're just going to keep talking.
Thank you for sticking around and listening to the whole podcast. We have this on audio only, and we have this on video. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know. And if you're listening this, you know the first one or the other one. So hit us up. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
YouTube, Tumblr.
Yeah. So
social media.
Everything. We're on everything.
We have a Reddit page now. So just hit us up, send us emails, send us messages, and we're also interested in hearing if you guys have a particular theory that you want to discuss and hear about.
Absolutely.
And we'd be happy to unprofessionally discuss it with one another and you.
Yep.
So
we're always down to talk.
Yeah, we like to talk.
We're really good at talking.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
I'm Kalie.
I'm Rachelle.
And I'm Blake.
And we were
Paranoia Percentage.
Bye.
Bye.
You can find us on Twitter at Paranoia Percent, Tumblr as PDubs Podcast,
and Facebook and Instagram as Paranoia Percentage.